So in my opinion, I don't really want to delete any of my information, right? Like, so if I have to clear out my, anything to do with my friggin' Chewy on, if I didn't have to I would prefer not to clear out any of my garbage, you know, because like, what's sustainable is just not generating garbage in the first place. Right? So it's like, why are we generating garbage? You know, basically because somebody has like cheap thrills, you know? So like, what it could be is basically like, you know, you're generating fucking garbage because like somebody's got like, I don't know, like it's like junk food, right? It's just like, what are you gonna eat? So like, I choose to eat fucking healthy as much as I can, right? And then if I'm not eating healthy, you know, I'm just gonna drink coffee and sugar, right? Like, and then if I'm not, and then other than that, like it's, yeah. So basically, so like if I'm creating trash though, because of like my lifestyle, like, I don't want to fucking clean out my trash, you know? I'd rather not. I'd rather like have all my fucking trash saved so that like, you know, I have like a record of like, you know, generating trash. And then like when I have that record of generating trash, they can like, oh, look at this fucking clone Harley fucking generating this much fucking trash, right? And then like we know, and then we were like, oh, well, this is like what happened in their life, right? Because if it just goes into the fucking landfill of like memory, right? Then it's open for anybody, which is not necessarily fair, I think, to the environment that is like memory, right? So if we just have like basically like an open landfill of fucking memory, right? Like my stuff's in there and I contributed to it, and it's just like, fuck you. Like, the reason it's getting generated is because I don't have memory to store all my garbage, right? And then if I sat and looked at all my fucking garbage, right, you know, and was stuck with it, I'd be like, oh shit, like all this memory that I have is like, I'm fucking stuck with it, you know? It's the same thing. It's like digital landfill, you know what I mean? So basically, like, I'm dumping my fucking digital landfill and not learning because I don't have my fucking digital landfill. Like, I'm getting my fucking memory erased, you know? Like, I'm like, oh, like, you know, like, I'd like to just basically, like, I put a video it's a paradox, too, because I put a video out to learn, and then, you know, I'm looking back on it, and I'm going, like, what the fuck, you know? And I'm at the same time, I'm like, I can see how, like, I can see where I came from or whatever, but like realistically, I'll look back and I'm like, I had that thought before. It's right there, right? And nobody else knows this because all my fucking memories go into the fucking landfill. So I'm literally a machine. And I'm like, I was fucking explaining it. I was like, yeah, like back when I was fucking 22, I already made all the fucking connections and everything I'm saying right now. I already said back when I was 22, 29 now. And I'm like, okay, so literally they had me, yeah, so like 22, so from 22 to 29, they basically had me in a fucking continuous loop of just generating information and then wiping me clean with like, and I was basically making the same mistakes again and again. And I'm like, okay, so like designed obsolescence with regards to human beings and memory. And I'm like,